This is just a quick tutorial just to show everybody how to really set their curves up properly. Curves can be used for a myriad of different things, but mainly for boosting images, adding contrast, brightness and a little bit of exposure. I'm just going to open up the curves layer from the adjustment layers here and just give you a quick demonstration of how they're wrong. I have mine set correctly, and I shall just reset mine to how they come out the crate, which is like so. And you'll generally find that this is how they are, with the darks to this end and the lights, whites, highlights to that end. Normally what people do to make an adjustment is they'll click it on the middle and they'll wang it about and they'll push the slider everywhere and they'll just fiddle about until they find something that looks great, or to what they think looks great, and that's really a bad way of practicing. As you can see, that's killed the image. I'll just hold down Alt and reset it. What you need to do with curves is use them precisely. They should be used like an f-stop's used on a camera. You're really adjusting in increments of percentages. You want it to be exact. If you edit a picture and you send it to your publisher or your client and they think, oh, it's a little bit too bright, or can I have it a bit brighter? If what you've done is wanged all these sliders about and you've no real idea what you're doing, then you can't go back without completely re-editing the picture, knowing what you've done. So the simplest way to do this is in these areas down here. Yours will be set like so. Just in the drop down options, whichever version of CS you've got, you'll find them in the curve display options. Change it from light to pigment ink, and you'll see that little highlight chart flips around. That's how it comes out of the crate. That's how you need it to be. We do it like that for a simple reason, so we can completely control how much highlight, shadow, brightness, contrast, whatever you want to call it, we add to a picture in exact percentages. If you get your cursor and click dead on the centre of that line, dead there. So we've got output 50, input 50. Ignore the input, we never use that, we're only interested in the output. If you click your mouse in there and you hold down shift on your keyboard and use the arrow up and arrow down key, you can go down to increase your exposure or back up to add shadow. And just doing that little basic thing in percents of 10 every time. There's 10% increase in brightness, 20%, 30%. You can go extreme like so, or you can go all the way back down. If you let go of shift, you can do it in increments of 1% like so. I find that's better for adding shadow, just in less increments, but holding down shift allows you to do so. Now you can see we've adjusted that. We've put a let's put a 20% increase in brightness on that and have a look. Now although we've really boosted that, 3 or 4 stops worth of exposure, we're losing a bit of skin detail, but we're not losing any major colours. We're not making a skin go radically orange. We're not really killing the image. If we go back quickly, if we open that up again, double click and open it up and reset it, and go back to doing it the way it comes out of the crate, by wanging things around, sliders, you can see, reset, it never ever wants to do what you want it to do, like so. It just never gets to where you want it to be. So we'll reset that, we'll put it back to pigment ink, and then we just click bang in the center, and then we can easily adjust in increments of 10% or 1% for exposures, or to reduce an exposure, add some shadow. And that's how to correctly set up curves.